I torpedoed a dude's entire career because he was a bully. A few years ago, I started working in the same niche field as my mom, who is incredibly successful. Wanting to avoid being seen as a Nepo baby, I used my dad's last name and kept her identity secret. I joined a company on a trial period, which is common in my country, and worked hard. Most of my colleagues liked me, but one guy, Jerk, seemed to hate me for no reason. Jerk was a bully. He belittled accomplishments, mocked struggles, and even made sexist comments about how women shouldn't work in our field. He thrived on tearing others down to make himself look good. Management ignored it because he got results. By the end of my trial, I was offered a permanent position, but declined. I didn't want to be around Jerk. On my last day, while others wished me well, Jerk loudly said, "Told you OP wouldn't last. Good riddance." I ignored him and moved on. Later, I found a new job I loved and got promoted. Jerk faded from my mind until my company received his application. My boss asked for my opinion, and while I usually speak positively about others, I told him the truth about Jerk's behavior. We didn't hire him. Soon after, my mom asked me if I knew Jerk. He'd applied to her company too. Once I told her about his antics and sexist remarks, she rejected him as well. Later, we hired a former coworker of his who told me what happened. Jerk had been promoted, which caused employees to quit. Management investigated, found out he was the problem, and fired him after he refused to change. With few opportunities in our small field, Jerk's career was effectively over. I didn't plan to ruin him, but he had